Oh, hey, what's up there, YouTube? This is Crazy Magic Hawk, man. Today I'm doing another reaction video. I really don't know if you want me to do someday in the future pack openings at Pro Soul Games or at home or somewhere that has a pack opening space for me to do. But anyways, just drop a like if you want to. And also, I'm reaction to Magic the Gathering regional championships. But also, this is from the YouTube channel called Inside the Deck. And also on the phone is Crazy Larry Lexington, but he doesn't believe in playing Magic unless you have a land to stand on. Ain't that right, Larry? Yep. But let's get back at this thing. So
I think for a lot of players, and myself definitely included, playing competitive Magic in a big setting where
shit ton of
like,
people
means something to you is all I want
a lot of Magic
tournament
players.
organizers. And I feel like this DreamHack event definitely meets that.
And yes, Larry, I'm doing a reaction video. And my first reaction was, whoa, shit ton of people.
In Atlanta, Georgia, there was a DreamHack gaming festival that took place at the Georgia World Congress Center. In this event, many tournaments were held for games such as StarCraft, Fortnite, and even Magic the Gathering.
Classic Magic the Gathering.
DreamHack is an interesting event because you're really melding a lot of different things together.
I'm a huge StarCraft fan, so they have a huge StarCraft stage here. It's my first ever like live StarCraft event where I get to be a spectator. And it's like, it's fun for me because like, I watch a lot of StarCraft. I don't even play that much, but I'm like your casual StarCraft fan.
I mean, I definitely think it's cool because it's like advertising, right? Like there's like thousands of people here from all different, walks of gaming.
Hey, Clay.
And, they show up and they're like, oh, what's going on here? But
You can be happy
in a
for
room
Christmas
watching
this year.
a couple of people play with cardboard,
For the Sunday.
We're all gamers in some way, whether we play a paper game or
Your
an actual
gift
digital
has
game.
finally come.
I think there's
Your
a huge
last two
crossover that
gifts.
maybe you don't immediately think
Except
is
for
there.
Larry's, I haven't
One of the biggest events at DreamHack
haven't the
was the
foggiest
first ever
on him
United States
either
Magic the
tomorrow
Gathering
or day
Regional
after for
Championship,
his gift to come.
an exclusive tournament where players from all across the country who won a qualifier event
But for
or some
Shanti's
other
gift,
qualification
just a little heads
able
up,
to compete
I'm
and earn a spot to the upcoming
gonna wait
Pro
till
Tour.
after Christmas to give
Speaking
it
of
to
the
her.
Pro
So
Tour, this event is the beginning of a new era of organized play and has brought back the prestigious tournament series players have been longing for
yeah,
several
after
years.
Christmas.
Oh yeah, it's been
Duke.
great getting back out to a big Magic tournament like this
The
after not having played for a
Dukester.
few years, getting to see old friends.
I probably
old
want to
days,
play
and
against him
meeting new
someday. Maybe
players.
I think it's super
Commander
important
or
that we see familiar faces
Standard
and
or
new
something.
faces. I think that's
I
a
wanna
great way to put it.
play
Seeing familiar
against
faces,
Reed
it makes it
Duke.
mean more because you
Or,
have these people that are already
in this
established within
case,
the game.
Post
So you've got
Malone.
that air of like the people that have been here and done it before, but then you've got the newcomers, right?
Yeah.
The up and coming players.
I think a tournament of this size is a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of new people, get to like pot up for Commander during free time, and it's a bit intimidating at first, but once you get seated, it's just you and the other person playing Magic like anywhere else.
Being
I'm gonna be right back, YouTube. I'm
here and
back.
seeing people I've known for 10 years have their first chance to get the Pro Tour, and just everyone is here, and the energy
Just
is
a
really
little heads
high.
up, Larry.
It feels like it
Since
used to feel.
D&D
I'm
and
very
Magic
excited to see
the
where it's
Gathering are both father and son. I know you would rather play D&D and stuff, but the question is, if
The
you
format
want to
for the
learn how to
tournament
read,
was Pioneer, an eternal
and
format
you
that can
chose
be played with
Magic the
cards from
Gathering,
Return to Ravnica and later
which
sets.
deck
The format is
or
relatively
Commander
new
deck
and still has some mixed opinions.
would you
However,
choose to
it looks
go
like the
for
event had
and
a
why?
diverse range of decks that were played. We asked the players what they think of this new format being tested at the
That'd be
regional
true. That's why I'm
championship.
asking if you can read.
Bottom line for me is sort of variety is the spice of
Would
life.
you
Like,
try
there's
for
a lot of different ways
all
to play
4
Magic,
color
and that's a
deck,
good
3
thing.
color
Let's
deck,
not have every single tournament be the same
or
format. Let's
5
try out
color
some new
deck,
stuff.
Modern has been, Magic's like golden format
or
for a
even
really long
close to
time.
a 1
Last
color
few years
deck, which
with
is a
Modern
mono
Horizons, that's been a
green,
little awkward, and there's
red,
been a
white,
souring on it a bit, where it
blue,
feels like a rotating format now. So
or
Pioneer's
black.
kind of like
Would you
stepping
try
into
to
that
go
limelight a
for?
little bit, and just trying to maybe take over Modern spot.
Sort of the thesis of the format is trying to sort of fix some of the issues with Modern, right?
So
How
you'd
expensive
probably
the
go for a
cards can
mono
get,
blue deck
how
since
much
you're
shuffling you have to
to do with
favorite
bet
color is
plans.
blue, right?
And I think it does a good job
Probably.
of correcting some of those problems, or at least pushing
No
it in another
cards, draw
direction.
I think you can
cards.
play whatever you want. If you come into the format with, some people have.
Hell,
I
you
wanna play
even
this
be
type
good
of deck.
at
I think a Pioneer
trapping
you can
and
do that.
de-spelling some
Pioneer,
people's cards, huh, Larry?
Right now, this weekend, it's pretty diverse. I've had a lot of different decks that I've
Since
faced
blue
over
is
the
all
course of 12
islands.
rounds so far this weekend. So, yeah, I think that's a sign of a good format. Like, it's not obvious what the
I
best
would
deck
hate to
is,
see
and
this.
you
I
can,
would
you
go
can
for
succeed
another
with a lot
mono
of
red
different
deck
strategies.
again.
Although
Or
Pioneer
green.
seems to be doing
Doesn't
fine,
matter.
Standard has not. In fact, the once popular format is almost non-existent at tabletop events and local game stores. Will this trend continue, or is there still a future for Standard?
Do I think Standard is the future in
Will you
Major
stop
Magic? I
frowning,
definitely
Clay?
do.
I told you to ignore
It's
it.
been rough
Ignore it.
the last few years.
It's a hard question to answer. I haven't played Standard in like 2 years or 3 years, so I mean,
Now
I'm not
ignore it.
really sure, to be honest. Although I'd love to
But
play Standard
also-
again. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens going forward.
What
I think
would
that
be your
almost every
commander if
Magic
you would
player
have chosen
wants to
mono
like
green
Standard.
I
commander
think almost
deck?
every competitive Magic player wants Standard to be good.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say like where Standard should be
A legendary
coming like from a
creature.
new player's perspective. I think Standard is in a weird place. It's kind of
Tough.
okay for a new player to be getting
It's
into
just she's
Standard, but to
basically
keep up with it and be
green all the
competitive
way.
and have to buy new cards
Except for
as they
there's
come
a
out every set
multi-card
can
game
be
too,
kind of taxing
so
on the wallet.
I
I've
hate to
never
go
really
for
had all that much
multi-colored one. I go for
disposable
that
income that I could spend on
legendary green
a
creature.
rotating format like Standard, especially when some cards in Standard can go as high as like $50 a piece. I think that barrier to entry is just like really large for a rotating format. Whereas Modern Pioneer, there's expensive cards. At least you have the knowledge that okay, these are going to retain their value in some sense.
Yeah, I don't think it's really anybody's
Dude,
fault that Standard has dropped off
Probably
in terms of the paper scene. It's just people are going to play what everybody else is playing. So if Standard can get some life breathed into it, I think the best way to do that would be to have Standard supported in the tournament circuit.
Wash. Go put them in the washer.
Now that the Pro Tour is back,
Yeah, my uncle's
we hope to see
offering to
even
take
more
me
tournaments
to
return, as they are a
Procon
major
and
part
pick
of the
me up
gathering
after 5
and
hours of playing Commander.
6 years ago, 7 years ago, people
So I
complained
might have
about
to save
Pro
a little
Magic
bit of
not
money
being
for
good
that.
enough, not being, whatever. And now that we're here, it's gone. We're like, we want it back again. We're sorry, I think there's still room to improve. But, I mean, Pro Magic is freaking awesome.
All
Does it
right
need to
then.
look like
Stop
it did
that
before?
frowning.
I don't
Smile.
think so. Magic has turned out to be like the hobby
You know,
of my
I'm
adult
recording
life.
you
And
guys
I don't have a problem with that. And I've
bickering.
enjoyed the time I put into it. But
They don't
if there's
stop.
no outlet for high-level
They're
competitive play,
Probably good
that
at
makes
it.
it tough for me
Yeah.
at least to stick around.
I just love the idea of an event and bringing people
Oh, yeah,
together with
forgot
that
you have
competitive
to
and
work
casual aspect
tomorrow.
because you get to really meld
Shit.
those two communities
Yeah, got
together.
a job, dog.
Because you never know. The
Yeah,
next
job.
competitive player may be somebody who thinks they're only good at casual Magic.
The fact that we now have that word is in play, that people I know are saying, hey, I want to RCQ this weekend. I'm back in it, and I'm sort of excited about what comes next. So I think it's just great to have that feeling in the community.
Honestly, we just need the tournaments. I think that's what we're all waiting for.
Oh, I heck, I might as well let you
I
go
mean,
there.
I've been
man.
playing Magic for a long time, played a lot
Alright.
of Magic events in my life, and I just kind of think I want everyone to experience.
That's all we have for this episode. We'd like to congratulate the winner of the regional championship and thank the players who were interviewed and everyone else who volunteered to be in the video. This episode is sponsored by CoolStuffInc.com, an online retailer of Magic products and singles. We purchased cards from them numerous times, and their customer service is excellent. They also buy
Nice.
singles. So if you have extra cards you no longer want to keep, CoolStuffInc.com will buy them. The process is quick and easy. Just go to CoolStuffInc.com/buy list. We'll have more episodes from the regional championship in the next couple of weeks. So please return to watch more Inside the Deck. We hope to see you again.
Wow, that's a lot of
Thanks for
Magic
watching.
players, though. Which is really cool. Crap, speaking of D&D players and Magic players, I am going to play at Procon. But first I have to buy 2 more things to paint on. Freaking commercials. Wow, that's basically my jaw just dropped after that, so it's like awesome. See what else is I can react to just for a little bit, so cool. I'll wait till tomorrow. So, anyways, drop a comment if you want me to open packs of Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, and plus let me find a space in my hometown if you're near here. Like not Rise. No, I'm not gonna say yes to Rise. And for no. But if you want me to, I can go for it at Pro Soul Games or at a park or even at Keystone Pizza where I play Dungeons and Dragons. But also, another thing though is, heck, anyways, park, library, Pro Soul Games. If I could have a venture out to Nissa, probably Vintage Nerd. Shout out to Vintage Nerd. I love you guys. So, as rock. I'm out skis. So, later.